What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood with another episode of Bob's Holly World. Today I'm reviewing the third Fortnite figure I've done in a row, which is going to be this Brite Bomber since she's next in the packaging. Brite Bomber is a female, obviously, and she's the third female in this 3 3/4 inch Fortnite line. And I'm utterly impressed. This was 20 years ago, 1998. While there would be a good variety of female characters, especially coming from Marvel, there wouldn't be that many in the same line of figures. So if you had a line of figures that had, say, we can take this 2-pack. I mean, there's 4-pack. This 4-pack had 4 characters. Half of them were female characters. That would not have happened 20 years ago. That may not even happen 10 years ago. I mean, now with Marvel Legends in particular, there are lines, there are waves that have more than 2 characters. That's cool. And it's a smaller actual pool. It's usually about 7 Marvel Legends in a wave, but that just didn't happen in the past. I mean, I know when I was born, obviously I didn't play with toys, but back in '88, they didn't even think boys wanted to play with female action figures, so they didn't make them like that. But now you get 2 in one 4-pack and 3 in a line of, let's look at the back. There's 9 characters down there, 4 up here. So 3 out of 15. What's that math? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. That's fucking 20%. It's not a huge number, but that's cool as fuck that they even did it. That doesn't happen. That hasn't always happened, rather, and that's cool that it is happening now. Anyway, I go with my fate. Since I have this this turned backwards, I'm going to read the bio for Brite Bomber. It's just one little sentence. The future looks bright, and that is a that reminds me of a Timbuk3 song. The future's so bright, I gotta wear shades, and she's got on shades, or if she's not wearing them, but they're on her head. Anyway, these Fortnite figures are not meant for children under the age of 8. Because of the small pieces, and particularly the small pistols that I reviewed when I reviewed Color Team Leader. This young lady has a sniper rifle, which is still small, and they come apart sometimes easily. Not the guns, the figures. So we'll see how well she comes apart and holds up. Not in terms of breaking, but just being able to get the figure apart. And that could be an issue with small parts for children. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to get Ragnarok back in his box. All right, let me lower the camera for you. There's that young lady. So she's very colorful. All of them are colorful. She's wearing more muted tones or darker tones, but she's a redhead. I like gingers. She has an olive complexion. All of the figures, for the most part, seem minority. Like there's white males, but all of the females are all like olive, and I'm not complaining at all. She's got like fish scale armor on her waist, on her arms, on her legs, which that's the black part, or dark. It's black, I want to say. It's potentially dark blue, but I'm going to say it's black. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And then she's got like purple shoestrings and boots and gloves. And I just love how they just have so much color going on. She's got like a rainbow on her shirt, a rainbow and a unicorn on a cloud. She's got the shades. They don't do anything. They're stuck on her head, but that's cool. She's got one shin guard on her left leg. So that right there is just neat. Like all these figures are just different, man. They just stand out amongst each other, and obviously they're going to stand out amongst other toys. I don't really see any paint flaws. And you know, it's gotten to this point where, like, I know that these figures, these Fortnite figures, which came out in 2018, I didn't say that when I looked at the box. I know these figures aren't perfect, but they're so fucking close to it. If it wasn't for the fact that Leonard holds such a soft spot in my heart because I just love what they're doing with toys, and I just love that Leonard makes inexpensive toys for kids, even though adults buy them too, and they have movie licenses and stuff. And if it wasn't for the fact that Funko also holds a spot in my heart, even though their figures are very limited in terms of articulation, Jazzwares would be making the best toys in my mind. Like they're making great toys, it's just not favorite for me. So yeah, that's her. She's just got a lot of color going on, different colors: purple, pinks, blacks, blues, rainbows with white and everything. I mean, her head's red. She has beautiful eyes. They're like a goldish brown. Same color as like the pistols and stuff, but I already reviewed the pistol. So anyway, let's look at her head. It rotates 360 degrees. It doesn't go very far up or down, but it does rotate 360 degrees. You can hear the cracks in her shoulders when she does the Jesus Christ pose. Fun fact, my body cracks like that. My shoulders and my knees sometimes, and it feels great when they do. Her shoulders also rotate 360 degrees. Her arms, let me find her where the joint is. Not quite 90 degrees, but pretty good mobility. Rotates 360 degrees. Her hands rotate 360 degrees. Left hand's a little stiff. And they also have hinges. but on the ones on her left hand are stiff. I don't want to really. Oh, no, I don't want to stress it. Yeah, I'm not going to stress on either hand. And some other figures are like that. You know, you apply some heat to it, that fixes it. She has 2 points of articulation, just like all the others. I just reviewed Cuddle Team Leader. Cuddle Team Leader came apart for me here. So I know that it's like a ball joint, same with like the head. So it's not that big of a deal. It's a little stiff, but it can rotate 360 degrees there. But if that's the issue, it still rotates 360 right above the hips. 2 points of articulation at the on the abdomen. Legs out that far, drop it. She's a nasty hoe. Legs up that far, not the best. Legs back that far, but she can still have a seat, you know. And thigh rotation, thigh swivel. Just imagine if you could do that in real life. That would be freaky. Especially if you were the only person that can do it. Everybody couldn't do it. Double jointed knees. And her feet are going to crack or go up and down with a cracking noise, and also swivel. This left foot's not wanting to cooperate as much. Does it? Bam. Let's get her height, and then we'll compare her to a figure. There is her height. It's less under 4 inches. Compare her to Technique. She's taller than Technique. And these ladies, for the most part, have the same. No, they have different faces. I give you that. That is crazy. I thought they were the same, but they're different faces, different eye colors. And even though I love this Technique, this Brite bomber's eyes are done even better. It's like these things were made first and they were an experiment and it came out good. And then these things, they learned from their mistakes and they came out excellent. But anyway, guys, there's Brite Bomber. She doesn't come with a grenade. That would have been cool. But like, comment, subscribe. Let all your homies know where they can find me, B.O.B., and that's right here, Bob's Holly World. I appreciate every time you guys watch one of my videos. Check you next time.